It's the Weather Xtreme video, the morning edition for Tuesday, the 13th of December. I'm James Spann. Wet at times today, sharply colder later this week. Then for the weekend, rain returns, maybe even some strong storms. Very active December weather pattern. Here we go. Man, it's a cold look right there. Very, very deep vortex over Canada, pushing cold air down into the northern states. And down on the southern edge of all that, we're in that active westerly flow. Now, that was the radar composite very early this morning, about 3:30. Keep in mind, the Birmingham radar is out of service. They're doing some major maintenance on that for a few days, but the rain you see down there in South Alabama should be working its way northward. And by the time you watch this, a pretty decent chance much of north central Alabama should be in the rain. A warm front is just south of where we are. It's rather chilly in North Alabama with 40s. Low 50s for Interstate 20. Then you work your way down to the south. You've got 60s down in South Alabama. Mobile sitting at 65. We'll expect a high in the middle 60s in most spots today. In areas south of Birmingham, maybe touching 70 this afternoon. But goodness, it is cold again up north as the Arctic air continues to settle in. Way below zero over Minnesota this morning. That's some very cold air, and we're going to feel some of that by Thursday and Friday. Fog, the problem this morning for much of the southern states. Dense fog advisories for parts of Alabama and many of the adjacent states, all the way over to Texas and down into Florida. That fog should burn off by mid-morning. Maybe some thunder today for the southern half of the state. The areas there in light green, but there's no chance of any severe weather. This is the rain for the next 7 days. I don't think we see that much today. Rain amounts today probably a quarter inch. But the weekend event should offer more, and we're expecting rain amounts between 1 and 2 inches between now and Tuesday morning of next week. Heavier amounts possibly near the Gulf Coast. But let's take a look. Goodness, look at that vortex over Canada. Wow. That is a cold look for our friends in the northern states. This is the upper pattern today at noon off the GFS, the 06Z run at 500 millibars. Down below that, the cold air stays north of us today. We're fairly mild, and again, a showery type day with periods of rain, and we'll be in the 60s today. Tomorrow, the Arctic air not in here yet. It's going to be cooler. Highs drop back in the 50s, the sky becoming partly sunny. And then Thursday, we get into that colder air. Thank goodness that the brunt of it will stay north of us. We'll see highs dropping back in the 40s. I'd say mid-40s here. Fairly good breeze. The gradient not all that tight, not as windy as what we saw last week, but still a sunny but cold day. Friday morning should be the coldest morning with lows down in the 20s. The high Friday will be in the upper 50s and the sky, upper 40s, maybe around 50, and the sky will stay sunny. Now, this is Saturday as the weekend begins. You can see a deep surface low south of Chicago. Big snows, Kansas to Wisconsin. We are in the warm sector. The Gulf opens up. Saturday should be a day with developing showers. I don't think it rains all day. In fact, maybe a decent part of the day could be dry. The high will be in the 60s. This is Saturday night at midnight, that front approaching. Rain will likely be increasing at that point, especially for the northern half of the state. And then Sunday, a band of showers and maybe some thunderstorms coming through. And again, Sunday will be a fairly interesting day. Let's first off look down to the south. You can see instability. So this is Sunday morning at 6 o'clock. We've got some instability for the southern half of the state. So there could be some thunder and just maybe even strong storms involved here over the southern half of the state Sunday morning. And then look to the north, and the GFS continues to hint there could be a snowflake or two as the colder air rushes in over the Tennessee Valley. And I don't think this amounts to anything. No impact. But what happens up in North Alabama, temperatures will fall into the 30s during the day Sunday. Rain ending, maybe a few flurries on the backside Sunday afternoon, but again, no impact. Temperatures will be above freezing if a flake falls over the Tennessee Valley. And this is not Birmingham or Anniston or Tuscaloosa. This is Huntsville, the Shoals, and Scottsboro. So Sunday will be a very interesting day with potential for strong storms over South Alabama, falling temperatures over North Alabama, with a chance of a flurry or two. Monday, we are cold and dry. I'd say highs upper 40s. We start the day around freezing. That's a 1044 high north of us. This is a week from today, Tuesday, and the heights are coming up. And we note moisture comes back, and there could be a few showers on Tuesday of next week. Highs would be in the 50s if this is right. This is the end of the forecast period. This is Thursday of next week, the 22nd. Troughing north of us, and again, you can see evidence of rain pushing through here. And these shower events are all good. We remember, we need, in some cases, 15 inches to get back to where we ought to be for this time of the year. We've still got a severe to an exceptional drought. Oh, and let's just have some fun. Let's peek at Christmas Day. And again, this is pretty much meaningless. This is 300-hour output. This is valid Sunday, December 25th. But in the consistency's been good out here with the idea of temperatures near where they should be, highs in the 50s, and a chance of rain with snow on Christmas Day, if this were to verify, which it won't, to the north. Another fun map. This is the 10-day rain off the European model. Hey, come on now. That's looking good. This is suggesting some really big rain amounts if this were to verify for northwest Alabama, with very beneficial rain for the rest of the state. And with these frequent rain producers, I wouldn't be too shocked if that verified. This is valid through Thursday of next week. And the numbers, you see the spike down on Thursday with the high dropping to 44, and I think mornings are going to be colder than that. We'll go way down in the 20s Friday. We warm up quickly over the weekend, and again, Sunday, it's got a high of 70, but that might come at 9, 10, 11 o'clock in the morning with falling temperatures after that. And then again, as you look toward Christmas, highs in the 50s, and that is exactly average for Alabama for late December. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this morning. We'll have notes in the blog. The next video here by 4 o'clock this afternoon. You can't catch us this evening on the live stream or on television. ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.